My name's Steven Silverbeard and welcome to No Man's Sky next update. Now, if any of you guys follow the channel, you'll be aware that I've been playing a permadeath series now for nearly a year, and I am thinking about doing a survival series. And what can I say, guys, this is an interesting start, and I thought I'd just do a quick start. This may not necessarily be the start of a new full-length series, but I just want to talk a little bit about the issues, and surviving the first 10 minutes is probably the best way to describe it. If you can see here, I've actually got a couple of survival games that I've played and died. Now, I am going to do survival, not permadeath, because I want to show you guys what happens when you actually die, because dying is a possible option of starting a survival game. Now, what I will say, guys, is the first few minutes is quite hectic, so apologies if I don't say very much, and we're just going to do a new game. Fun of it, we're going to select survival, and of course we've got the usual load screen. Now, a couple of tips: don't start shooting anything when you first arrive. Look around, and there is a big high level of luck involved in these initial starts. And the other thing you need to do is completely ignore the starting tutorial. If you try and do that, you're going to have a real problem. And what you need to do is take advantage of this initial start as it pans round, because what you're looking for is caves. If you get a cave on a start, you may have a little bit more of an advantage. And the other thing you're also looking at is possible sources of sodium. And you can see there's a sentinel here, so this is another reason why you don't want to start shooting anything as soon as you arrive, because if you start shooting something, that sentinel will be on you, and then he becomes a distraction and you will not survive, guys. Because as soon as this becomes available, and the first thing you need to do, guys, is come here, up FE, get oh, come on, don't mess about, is to get into first person. You can see here the amount of time we've got is very, very limited, and what you need to do is just run away. And what you're looking for is, and start shooting this, but shoot on the run, because what you're looking for is sodium. And I'm not doing very well here, guys. Yes, I know I've got unredeemed items. I don't want salts. Right, this is not going very, very well. But what I need to do is just keep running, and what I'm looking for is sodium. And there's some over there, but I might be able to get there. It is there. Get to the sodium, grab it, and immediately recharge. And what you need now, once you've got a little bit of sodium, you need to keep moving though, guys. So keep, come on, find the small rocks. Have some carbon as well. Yeah, mining beam. Oh, there's blooming sentinels on me. Go away. Right. That's what I'm looking for, guys. I found a cave. If we can get underground. And that, oops, there's some toxic plants down here as well, which isn't going to help matters very much. But if you can get into a cave, I don't want cobalt. What I'm after is a ferrite. If you can get into a cave like this here, guys, you can see that will allow you to build up your life support very, very, very quickly. And once you've got some life support, you can actually relax a little bit and actually concentrate. The trouble is I can't see. It's cobalt. There's no ferrite here. It's annoying. And what I'm going to do is just jump out of here. Now I've got a bit of life support. What I can do now is start looking for get some of that ferrite dust. That's it. And what I'm looking for is 75 ferrite dust. Again, keep moving, guys. Oh, look at this. We got some good. This is what I was saying about it being there. If we can grab this, if we can find, once you've found the sodium, you can actually start relaxing a bit, guys. And there's some more there. So grab the carbon, because you will find your beam will, yeah. Right, just gonna grab here, and there's the ferrite nodules. When I've done this before, I've had loads and loads of ferrite. There we are, ferrite dust. And what you want to do is just keep moving so that you don't attract the attention of the sentinels. There's one coming in. Keep moving, run away. Just have a quick look. I don't know if I've got enough to prepare the scanner yet. Nope, only got 36. Go away. Because you don't want to tangle with the sentinels at this stage, guys. What you just need to do is just get away from the idiots. And just keep moving. And we're just going to get in here and recharge this. And I think we're going to charge the multi-tool at the moment. Keep that moving. Yes, I know. Stop telling me. And hopefully I'm running in the right direction of the ship. So, and hopefully we can repair that scanner now. Yeah. Okay. So we've now got the scanner repaired. Oh. And that should now tell us where our ship is going to be. Yeah, where is it, please? Oh, come on. Don't mess about, game. I'm in survival mode. Right, it's 400 of that way. And again, the principle is, guys, gather on the run, but also keep an eye out for sodium. And as I say, grab as much carbon as you can. If I'm sounding tense, it's because I am tense. I'm just going to keep moving. And the other thing you also want to do is, yep, I know. And let's say, just shoot ferrite. If you keep moving, you don't seem to attract the attention of the salt. I'm not interested in salt. I'm not interested in that. And of course, in survival mode, it takes ages for the scanner to actually run. We also need oxygen because my life support's dropping. Yes, I know you're there. And I've got, no, we need oxygen. Otherwise we're going to be in trouble. So we need oxygen plants. There's a couple of oxygen plants there. Ooh. Okay, let's get there. And of course, when we're standing still, we don't consume oxygen, so that's pretty good. And we have reached the ship. Now, right, there's a couple more oxygen there. Just going to grab that, and we're just going to stroll gently towards the ship. And now we've got the ship, we've now got an operational base, which means you can get out and about now, guys, and use the ship to recharge or environment. So here we go, iteration, so and so, online, Atlas connection, intermittent, launch thrusters offline, pulse engine offline. My exosuit has directed me to a crashed starship. Controls react to my touch, and I can only assume that it belongs to me. I have only no memory of it, no sense of it before. Read log. Unavailable substituting data. Exosuit connected suggests pilot should perform maintenance. Select repair path. Okay. Self-guided repair protocols. Yes, I know. And it says, and it obviously wants you to fix the. I think we should have enough for a. So we need some ferrite dust. And again, what you want to do is just same principle as ever. Just get here, get back into the ship. Yes, I know you're there. Right, let's just top my life support up, and that should be okay. And we should now one short. Thank you. Right, I'm just gonna. Now, you don't want to irritate the Sentinel, because hiding in the ship does not make any difference if they kick off. They seem to be able to find you actually in the ship. So, oops. Oh, that's interesting. Ah, it lets you go in there, but you can't actually craft it. So, metal plates, and this now kicks off the next part of the mission. You wait, it will now give you the next part. Okay. Request assistance. Recommended iteration comparison reveals Amatic seal numbers. Salvage navigation data from distress beacon. So that is the distress beacon is over here. Right. Okay. Diagnostic, no detection. Analysis waiting, fresh iteration. Broadcast. And red light fills my vision and I see all crimson, and then it fades. The colour drains. The world that seems to be clear seems to slip away. I peer inside the beacon's housing, and there's a distress thing, so I'm just going to grab the navigation data. Now, the protocol tells you to build a signal booster, but what you want to do, guys, is just explore the area around. Some sodium up there, and just gather a few resources around here. And we actually do need a bit of ferrite dust. Again, what you want to do is just kind of rove around, and if you get away from the ship, you can actually get away from the Sentinel. For the Sentinel, it's almost like the Sentinel is programmed to hang around the ship itself. So if you can actually get out and around, so the trick is to kind of get out around here. And the reason I'm grabbing carbon is because you can see my multi-tool is running down. And but the other thing now is that you want to adopt the adage of the previous survival start, which is where possible, walk everywhere. Don't try and get out of the temptation to run. Now, another reason for actually stocking up on the carbon just is the fact that if you get too far away from the ship in this mode, you will get the option to build the analysis visor. It isn't part of the normal sequence for the tutorial, so you don't have to find, well, whatever we get sent from the signal booster. I can't remember what it is now, guys. I think for the signal booster we got to build a steel plate. I don't think we've got enough yet. No, we've still only got, we seem to end up with 35. I don't know why, but we're just going to let this build up. And I think I'm going to go this way first. Grab this quickly. I'm not even going to bother analysing things, although you can actually analyse. You don't actually have the analyzer now. So, right, we should be able to craft the Sentinels back. So, I think what we can do is just stand here, be able to craft the plate, and we should now be able to make the signal booster. Oh, we need carbon nanotubes. Okay, thanks. I don't know if I've got enough carbon to make a carbon nanotube. No, we got no carbon at all, so we need to get out. So I'm just going to let my environmental shield build back up again. And the Sentinels go over that way, so we're going to go this way. Get up amongst the trees. That's no good. Great, I've just been zapped by something. I think we can grab that. Just gonna. Right, got some dihydrogenated jelly. Right, where's the carbon? Right, unidentified plant carbon. Well, some sodium over there. Yeah, I've got a nice bunch of carbon. I'd rather like to get a bit more. Wait. We're okay, we've got plenty of sodium. So I'm just gonna grab this, as I say. Hopefully the sentinel will stay away from us. And of course we can wander a bit further now. Yes. And I could get a bit of ferrite as well. And just throw out a scan. Right, there's some oxygen plants there as well. We're just going to grab those. Oxygen is useful. Gonna be okay, guys. Actually, there's a base there. Wow. Now we might be able to fluke this, guys, because that could be the base. I've actually done this before, and if we actually repair this. And we've actually. Now you can see here. What the hell was that? Okay. Hey. You can see I've now lost my ship, but we've got the base. But so if I head for this base, I've got that creature. Right, go away, Sentinel. And what we're going to do is head for that base. Oh, it's actually a trading station. Wow. That's even better, guys. If we can get, I'm exhausted. So if we can get in here, yeah. It says install analysis visor. So if we jump up here, we can use this for the moment, and we can just get in here to recover. Be optimistic. We're 603,000 credits. Wow. Yep. And of course we can get here, and that's given us 14 nanite clusters. We can't trade for anything, and of course we got this guy down here who will give it, if we had lots of nanites, would give us a tech upgrade. Right. And of course I'm not even going to bother talking to him, because he's just going to give us a rubbish mission. Right. And the other thing I want to do is it's telling me to build an analysis visor, and we've now got the analysis visor in. And this is the reason why I was saying that actually at the beginning, guys, just ignore the actual in-game tutorial. I mean, to be honest, if you haven't played it enough to know what is expected, I've made a carbon nanotube. I don't know if it's going on. Did I make a carbon nanotube? No, I didn't. Okay. Sorry about that, guys. I am a bit frantic, and I'm just gonna come here. One more. Must admit, I do find this menu has been a little bit overloaded, and we should be able to. Output signal detected, output data, navigation data. We just put this in. Say scan to stress frequencies, and that should now point us to where we need to go. So it's over there, and you can also get a nice view round of there. There's actually another base up there as well. It's pretty cool. And we've got a temple. Of course, because we've now got the actual navigation one, we got actually extra information. Right, let's just this way. I want to get that sodium on the way through, and of course we'll grab the carbon. As I say, try and keep moving and spread your destructive around, and you should be able to keep the sentinels off your back. How far away is that? That's 366. We can make that. And the trick is collect on the run. Yeah, that's a good example of it. Right, so we've now got the incoming storm coming in. I think this storm is actually scripted. This is the reason why I've been stocking up on sodium, because it does seem to get the oxygen in. Yeah, it seems as though once you start moving towards this base to get this capsule. Again, they've got a knowledge stone there. I mean, I'm not going to bother with the knowledge stone. We could probably get that on the way back. And there's a sentinel off to my left. You can see how quick the environment goes down. This is why if you're doing a survival start, you really need as much sodium as you can get. And in fact, what I'm going to do now, guys, is I'm going to start running, because what we really need to get to this base as quickly as possible. And we're just going to get in here, because as I say, I'm pretty sure this storm is actually scripted. Right, we're in, and gonna get here. Accessing archive 6 or 7 entry. Recover supplies. Log finish machine wheels to live spitting out supplies. I have the hermetic seal. I need to repair my ship. Wherever it was led me here. Whoever left the message, perhaps they found themselves in the same situation as I do. And what we're going to do, guys, is just wait here. Maybe I will dash out to next door and see what we got next door. I mean, don't worry about these things. Just in a moment, you just need to concentrate on survival. We've learnt our first word. Terminal online, universal translation service reached, lifeform dictionary available, learn word. I think the first time you use one of these, you actually get the message, and then that's it. And of course, if you're following the tutorial, this is where it would tell you to build the analysis visor, which is there, but of course I've already built it, so. And I've already got the message, radiation interaction. Just throw out a scan, want the oxygen. And before I move on, guys, what I want to do is just check out this area, because this is survival mode, so you need to gain everything you can as possible from this surroundings before you go back to the ship. So I'm just going to grab this. Where is the ship anyway? Where is my ship? Ship's that way. So we certainly, I think we're grab some more carbon. I don't have a sentinel on me at the moment, so we'll take advantage of that. And we'll grab some ferrite dust as well. So I can do. The other advantage is, because I've got a building to duck into, it's a good way to hide from the sentinels. So if and I've actually noticed that, guys, that jumping in your ship does not mean the sentinels will actually annoy. I think actually just scan this actually. Yeah, jumping in your ship, the sentinels still seem to be able to see you. Uranium, wow, we're certainly going to grab that. But if the sentinels arrive, if you leg it into one of these buildings, sentinels will eventually give up once the countdown has actually happened. I'm just going to grab this. I'm a bit worried about my beam is starting to overheat. So what we're going to do, so there's the sentinel there. He's actually being quite passive at the moment, which is unusual for a sentinel. Right, let's just get into here and let's take stock. We got the hermetic skill, got some salt. Salt, it seems, is quite valuable. We got loads of sodium, we got some oxygen, got some hydrogenated jelly. I mean, don't know what else we need to repair on. Yeah, we need the ferrite and the dihydrogenated jelly to repair our launch thrusters. I don't think it will let us ship out of range. I must admit, the ship out of range element I've found quite annoying. Right, where is my ship? Right, I think we can now start working our way back towards the ship. Let's just top up that going, and that gives it an exosuit boost. Not that I want to do that much running, just keep grabbing the carbon on the way through. As I say, I still want to gather and run at the same time, and of course what we can do is get to that base and actually recharge the thing. I think this time on the way through we can actually do the knowledge stone. Actually, we could probably do all those knowledge stones actually. Just come here, memory of the keen. Just net through, accept knowledge. Name for keen floats in my vision. The echo of strange vision is experience the world. And this is what I was saying at the beginning, guys. If you get the luck, you can actually do this start. If you get a really bad planet, and I've had a couple actually. I think this is about my 20th survival start, and this is probably one of the best I've actually had from the perspective of a start. My most successful of all was a start where I actually had a cave right next to the starting location, and I was able to jump into the cave. That's the reason why you actually look for caves immediately. If you can get into a cave, a bit like I did, but if there's one right next to your starting location, you are doing very, really well. But obviously it goes without saying, guys, that if you happen to spawn somewhere where there is no cave, life gets very, very interesting. Just top that up, and as I say, we're just going to gather on the run as usual. Yep. Hopefully we get to see, once you get the range for the actual multi-tool, it's fairly straightforward. I think we're just going to head for here. I think I can grab this, and that will top up this area here. Come on, this will give me a nice big wad of carbon, and another bit there. I mean, I can go in there and actually, no, I'm just gonna, and of course we'll grab the health on the way through, and we're just gonna stop off inside of here. Grab that. We've got navigation data. Yeah. And I think maybe we will talk to this guy this time. See if he will give us anything. Interloper. The Keens always seem to welcome you as an interloper. Warrior looks at me and fire and is aggressive. I doubt I'm welcome. Nevertheless, the lifelong bows, greeting, tradition and honour dictate. I don't feel in danger and I'm about to turn and leave there. And points towards my multi-tool. Oh, come on. Yes. Warrior nods in satisfaction. They offer me improved replacement multi-tool. Okay, blown Tannis. Scatter blaster. Oh, yes. Let's do a compare. So it gives me an immediate upgrade, and it gives me the visor, the scanner, and a scatter blaster. Yeah, we're going to accept that, guys. I think the gods of No Man's Sky are really working with me here. And of course, if any of you guys wonder where it says blown transmitter, this is the new symbol for the broken slots. All right, where's my ship? Ship's that way. Yeah, so at the moment I've got actually broken slots, so I can't use all 8 slots, but I've got an extra slot, or one less slot actually, but it's a start, guys. And of course I've got the scatter blaster now, which gives me a little bit of extra defense. And we're just going to keep grabbing the ferrite dust. Can't gather that, so there's no point. Grab that. I can hear the sentinel, so let's get moving. Life support at 35%. Yes, thank you. I mean, we could probably grab some more of this. Of course, the more we grab, the chance we got of actually making some cash. Grab this. And hopefully I have noticed sentinels do tend to hang around more with actual bases. Let's grab that. And I think we're just gonna, I mean, we've got loads of sodium, so we're okay. And I'm just gonna grab the carbon on the way through. Yeah. You get a bit boring after a while, Mrs. Stop. Go away. Some sodium there. I'm just going to grab that. Yeah, I must admit I've had to get back into the habit of paying attention to sentinels, because in my permadeath series I'd got to the point where I could literally blast the sentinels out of the sky every time I saw them, so they were never a problem. There's Maribol there. See the nice shadow with their thing. So we are back to our ship. Oh. And what we're going to do now is just going to pair this, and so we've now got our there, and it says we need to, and now we move on to the next stage, which is we've got to make pure ferrite. And it says grease the launch thrusters with hydrogenated jelly. Well, we can do that because we've got hydrogenated jelly, so we can do that. Right. And of course it's now going to move on to there, and you can see now, you see we don't have much in the way of fuel for the pulse engine, so we're going to have to be very careful there. And it says we've got to make pure ferrite, so we've actually got to make a portable constructor. And of course that's the reason why I was grabbing so much there, right there. And I think we're just going to just knock this out, and I'm just going to build this. Nope, start inside ship. I don't know why it's inside the ship. And we got loads and loads of just transfer, got loads of, I mean, we should have enough for this. I mean, I don't know how much I need, but I'm just going to let that run. And got the resources, and we got here, got carbon, we got sodium, we got oxygen. And while that's building, guys, again, I'm just going to, the local sentinel is around, so we're going to go the opposite direction. I just want to scout out the area, see what's around, anything we can pick up that's useful. Yeah, there's some, I don't think we can mine that because that's crystals, but we got some hydrogen or dihydrogen crystals. I might as well pick those up while that's actually building up. And the other thing I do want to check is we need plenty of dihydrogen, and we need ferrite for metal plating. That is the prime source for recharging the thrusters. Bear in mind, in survival mode you will only get 2 takeoffs per actual full recharge, so you do need to grab as much of this as possible. Hopefully we're keeping away from the sentinels. Grab that. Of course the scanner's still recharging, and I'm just going to top that up. So we've got plenty of resources, guys, and so I quite like this ferrite, dust and uranium, so I think we're just going to grab that. I mean, that's quite a nice big wodge, and I think what we probably can do actually now is start scanning in some of these other materials and creatures to make some cash, because if you don't scan you don't get the second resource. That's gamma root, that's about as good, absolutely useless. And of course you scan the creatures for cash. Don't bother with the birds, because the birds, the old bug that has returned from, I think it was the Foundation update, when you could actually scan the birds simply because they're moving too quickly. And if you really want to scan the birds, guys, the trick is to shoot them out of the sky, and then once it falls to the ground, walk up to it and scan it. Keep anything else here that be scanned. Probably scan this. We're okay, guys. Yes, don't nag me, woman. Right, this is just carbon. Grab this. And I'm just going to get back to the ship. I don't really want to use any more sodium. And grab that. I think again, if you keep moving around, the sentinel doesn't tend to lock into you so much. Right, just jump into here. I'm just going to get sorted out, guys. And gather ferro. Pure ferrite, yeah. I think that should be enough. I don't know if we've got enough pure ferrite to... Yeah, I think we got it, so we can transfer that to the exosuit. Of course, we're just going to pick that up, so we don't have to make it again. And we've got a repair. Now, the actual online tutorial actually says go out into space and do the next thing, because it's going to take you to the next step. But I don't recommend that for survival mode, guys. What you need to do now is spend a little bit of time actually exploring before you go off, because just to show you guys, that's built up, although I'm not sure why I'm actually waiting for that. Now if I come in here, you will see we've got half a refuel. Now if I take off, see, that's it, all the fuel has been consumed, and all I've got at the moment is nothing. I mean, we've got some uranium, so I suppose we could do that, but that's not enough to actually completely refuel. So what I actually need to do is craft here, make some hydrogen jelly. Oops. And I think if we come in here, and we actually need metal plating, and we don't have enough ferrite dust. So what I need to do now is actually look for a base, and we know that there was a base round here with a free takeoff and landing, because that's what you're looking for, guys, is anything with a free takeoff and landing. That's actually just an abandoned. Where did that base go? It's one of the annoying features of this game. So right, what we're going to do now is we're just going to drop in here, and what we're going to do is gather some resources by using the free takeoff and landings. So we're just going to jump out here, and of course by using bases it means we can avoid the sentinels, and I mean, this is the place we've actually visited, you can see there. And what I'm going to do is actually use this to gather some more ferrite dust. Actually, we can analyze this, scan this, because we may get a secondary resource. It's unlikely. Oh yeah, this is so uranium. That's, of course, the sentinel's back. Just shoot in here and hide for a little while until he calms down. Actually, what you can do is, if you want to be really cheeky, guys, is to actually just do this. Right, you can see we triggered him, and he's going to shoot at me, and I'm going to get shot at. This is where I die. If we come in here and hide, he should calm down after 30 seconds. So this is another reason why you want to operate in bases, rather than out in the open with a mobile ship, especially during the early stages. And once that counts down, there we are, Sentinel deactivated, and he's going to be nice and friendly again. Hello. And we actually have enough to make that takeoff fuel. Got metal plate, so we've actually got that there. And come here, guys. I think if I drop the uranium in, that's probably give me just over 50%, yeah, 55%. So I think balancing this with uranium can be a bit tricky. And if you, oops, no, and if we come here, we can give ourselves a full load. Right, guys, I think what I'm going to do now, just to wind this video up, it's a bit longer than I actually intended, is to show you the principle of what I'm talking about. So what we're going to do is we're just going to take off, and I'm going to fly across the surface, and what we're going to do is look for another 3 base, because what I want to do is, before we go anywhere substantial, I want to build up some resources. I certainly want to build up some more launch thruster fuel, and maybe anything else. So there's another, wow, there's another base here. Okay, we're just gonna drop in on this guy. That worked a lot better, and you can see by flipping between these bases you can start actually gathering the necessary resources. So we're just gonna jump out here, guys, and I hate that port. So you can see there's some sodium over there, and I'm just gonna grab that. And of course, if you're doing this, don't wander too far away because of the sentinels. So we got some sodium. Oops, that. A lot of these little nodules, they all seem to have, I think it pays to keep scanning them, because for some reason the game seems to insist that you haven't actually done it, even though it actually says that it is. And I don't know if I can actually get that condensed carbon as well. That actually gives us more capability. And I'm just going to snap that. And I think what we're going to do is maybe be a bit cheeky here, guys, and we'll just grab that. Got some ferrite dust. Let's have a talk with this guy. Interloper. Offer 1,000 units. Seems to buy that with multi-tool upgrades. And have I got 1,000? Okay, let's go for it, guys. Warrior's size and slams the trade by ultimate units are presumably traceable by authorities. Is that it? I've just given him 1,000 units and got nothing in return. You cheating bugger. I can't afford that. And of course we're certainly going to get these because the navigational data is going to be useful. Actually, let's have a quick look at the trading station. Can we sell anything? I don't think we've got anything to sell as such. I don't want to sell those, even though, I mean, no. Okay, let's buy anything. Cobalt, ferrite dust. I mean, to be honest, you don't really want to trade to. You can see here, Starship fuel is incredibly expensive. This is why you need to stock up on it. And the same with the microprocessors. Unstable plasma is quite useful, because once you get a grenade launcher or something like that. Right, guys, what I want to do now is just go and visit this guy just to finish the video, because I want to show you my initial target text that I'm thinking of is, oh yeah, he's got it. The ones that interest me the most is the teleporter receiver, which allows you to move goods between yourself and your ship, and of course this advanced mining laser. Advanced mining laser is probably going to be one of my first techs. This personal force field, I'm not quite so sure how that actually works. If any of you guys actually know, feel free to tell me. I mean, we got the bolt caster. That's an upgrade though. So we don't. Exosuit movement upgrade. Yeah, I think the advanced mining laser is probably it. Right, guys, I think this is where I'm going to wind the video up, and we're just going to go out here. And I hope you've enjoyed this video on how to get through the first stages of a survival stroke permadeath playthrough. Although, to be honest, I think permadeath is probably going to be very exciting. And I am going to reiterate, guys, any of you watching this video may think, wow, that was very easy. I will say I've been incredibly lucky with this actual run through. I've had run throughs where I didn't even get out the starting block. I lasted less than 5 minutes, and this is by far one of my best starts ever. It must have known I was actually making the video, so I'm just going to come up here. So I'm just going to drop us a quick save here, guys. This is where I'm going to leave it, guys. Hope you enjoyed the video, hope you found it interesting, and until next time, whatever you do, enjoy your gaming.